What's up, YouTube? Your friendly neighborhood Paiopa here, uploading another battle for the PokemonNUFed Federation, this time against YouTuber Scarxnex. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. I hope I pronounced it properly. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle as well, and here we go. He leads off with a Persian. I lead off with Sandslash, who's just always awesome. Unfortunately, I was expecting the fake out, so I went into Banette, but he makes an interesting play and actually goes for the nasty plot, and I was pretty surprised by that because, I mean, had I stayed in and just attacked, that Persian would have been one dead kitty cat. So that was just interesting to see nasty plot there. Now he goes for the water pulse, and I was thinking, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Not stab, but technician boosted water pulse nasty plot is gonna do a crap load to Banette, but thankfully I live with 35 HP in the red zone. That's the awesomeness of a max HP Banette, and now I can go for the tricking that thing a choice band, which is definitely going to cripple it, seeing as it is a special based Persian. So now he's locked into Water Pulse. I'm going to switch out into Bella. I mean, I could have left Banette in for Death Water, but you'll see that because I do actually pack Shadow Sneak as a priority move, I'm hoping that it might actually come in useful later on in the battle if I have to use Banette. But I switch into Blossom to take that Water Pulse, no problem. He oddly enough stays in, which is interesting, but I don't really know why he's kept his Persian in. But I'm just going to go for the Stun Spore, and thankfully it hits, and it paralyzes that Persian. And that's just really like bad for him, because a paralyzed Persian is like as useless as something like a physical attacker being burned, because Persian is really mostly used because of its speed. Now I go for the Teeter Dance to get some sweet Parafusion action, and it actually works. He does hit himself in confusion, which is just always nice. And I mean, at this point I knew he was going to switch out, because let's face it, folks, who wants to stay in a Parafusion state? So I go for the Stun Spore again. Unfortunately, he does go into a Camerupt, which is just going to make my Stun Spore useless, since Camerupt is very slow anyway, so Stun Spore didn't really matter too much. At least in my opinion, I don't think it did. Now I go into my Quackalot, expecting the fire attack, of course, and obviously, I mean, I thought, hey, this is a Golduck, a water Pokemon, I can resist anything the Camerupt throws at me, right? Unfortunately, my prediction is wrong, because I didn't expect to encounter a Life Orb special attacking Camerupt. At least that's what I believe it is, because, I mean, that did a buttload of damage, more than I actually anticipated. And I go for the Calm Mind now, expecting him to switch, but oddly enough, he does stay in, which again, I'm just thinking, what the heck? I mean, I have a stab move that's, with the stab count, is 6 times effective against this bloody thing, and he stays in, and he does go for the Earth Power and takes me out, so I'm just kind of blown away. This is the first time something like a Camerupt has taken out my Golduck, so now I go into Sandslash, and not trying to over-predict, because I don't actually know what this guy's battling plan is now. I'm just going to go for the safe Earthquake, and that is definitely going to KO the Camerupt, being super effective, and a strong stab move coming from Sandslash is always just going to do a lot of damage to basically anything, even if it's not super effective. So thankfully that Camerupt is gone. Now, I mean, Stealth Rocks are not in play, which is what I was initially expecting the Camerupt to do, or like Lava Plume, so I'm not even burned, which is awesome. Now he tries to bait me out by going to the Persian, probably because he thought I would expect the Water Pulse, but I know he's paralyzed and I might be faster, so I just stay in an Earthquake anyway. He goes into his Beedrill, which was not probably the best play in my opinion. I mean, a Beedrill is not something you want to switch into to take an incoming attack, especially a stab Earthquake from a Sandslash, so that's definitely just going to rip a hole into the Beedrill and take, well, actually no, wow, the Beedrill survives just barely by a minuscule amount of HP, so now I just go into Banette for some Death Fodder to see what this Beedrill is actually going to do. And, well, Frisk tells me, Frisk on Banette is its ability, which lets you know what item the opponent's Pokemon has, and I can see that Beedrill has a Choice Band, so I'm not concerned about that thing at all now, and I can just finish it off with a Thunderbolt from Manectric, which is just always nice to do. KO stuff with Manectric is always fun. So that Beedrill is gone, so things are looking not too bad for me. I got the 2 of his Pokemon down, and he's only got 1 of mine down, so the score right now is 2-1 for me, which is looking pretty good. Now he goes into a Minun, I think that is. I'm not sure. A Minun, probably, yeah. I don't know why a Minun, I was afraid for a minute that this thing might have something like Focus Sash and Endeavor. I'm not even sure what this thing can actually learn. But I'm just going to barbecue that thing with overheat, and of course it has to survive with some small minuscule amount of HP. He's going to go for the nasty plot though, and I was just really confused by that move. I mean, I don't know. Did he expect to outspeed me, or did he have a sash perhaps? I don't know. I really don't know what that decision was about using nasty plot, but either way, a Thunderbolt is going to take it out, even though it's not very effective because, yeah, I mean, let's face it, it's a Minun with pitiful defenses, and its HP was just too low to even take anything. So the score now is 3. I have 3 of his Pokemon down, and he has 1 of mine, so which is looking pretty good. Now he goes back into the Persian, and I really didn't know what to expect from this thing. I mean, I don't know why he sends in the Persian. I keep thinking maybe he has the Fake Out, so I went to Skuntank instead. Now he does get the Parahax, which unfortunately sucks for him, and I go for the Poison Jab. And here I asked and he gets it again. I mean, wow, that's just too much. I mean, the first time might have been good for me, but I felt a little bad having him get the Parahax the second time. I offered him a free turn. He didn't actually respond on Skype, but I thought, you know, what the hell, I'll give it to him anyway, because I'm pretty sure like those 2 Parahaxes actually did matter, as he could have hit me pretty well. So I go into Sand Slash just to give him the free turn. He goes for the Swift, which is a really cool move on Persian, as it does benefit Technician. Swift being a 60 base power move, getting the boost from Technician. But now I go for the Rock Tomb. Not sure if he was going to stay in or switch out, but Rock Tomb is going to take him out anyway. I also went for the Rock Tomb because it does have an 80% accuracy rate. But the funny thing about Rock Tomb is, compared to Stone Edge, every time I use Rock Tomb, I always end up hitting with it, whereas Stone Edge is a complete opposite scenario. But I wanted to go for Rock Tomb in case I do miss, to give him a chance that he may be able to hit me. But anyway, I go for Rock Tomb now on this Mantine, as it sets up Rain Dance, and this is really going to benefit me a lot because the Rock Tomb is going to lower its speed, and obviously, you know, when Mantine is in the rain, it has the Swift Swim ability, which doubles its speed. But Rock Tomb is going to lower its speed a bit. I don't know exactly if it's enough to keep Sand Slash in, which would be a little bit ridiculous on my part, so I'm obviously going to but I don't really have anything else to do except keep Sand Slash in. I mean, I don't have anything really to take a Hydro Pump to the face, so I'm just gonna leave Sand Slash in. And I figured it was probably, I mean, in a way, the hacks that he got, I just felt like leaving Sand Slash in to make it even a bit. So now he has 2 Pokemon of mine down, and the score is looking pretty good. I go into Skuntank now, and he uses Rain Dance again, which sucked, as he told me that was a misclick. I went for Swagger, and it missed, so I mean, I guess that kind of makes up for it in a way, as he's gonna go for the Hydro Pump, and a Hydro Pump in the rain. I'm assuming this is some kind of a special attacking Mantine, or at least one that has a fair amount of special attack investment, is definitely gonna KO the Skuntank, because I'm just watching this HP bar go down, 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 and to the 0, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get swept by a Mantine. I mean, I was trying to be a good sport and all about letting him have free turns, but no, I can't let this happen. But thankfully it isn't going to happen, because folks, I have Braveheart, who's just going to like blow that Mantine out of the sky with a Thunderbolt. Super effective, 6 times effective if you count the stab, and a Life Orb. I don't think that thing is gonna, I mean, that's enough to take down 10 freaking Mantines as far as I know. So that thing goes down from the sky, which is awesome. And now his last Pokemon is a Drifblim, which is pretty cool name too, Purple Sage. I like that, Purple Sage of Death. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, I go for the Thunderbolt now. I'm obviously going to outspeed, and this is going to be pretty much good game, because a Life Orb stab, super effective Thunderbolt is also going to just pop that Drifblim's air out of its like melon-sized head. And I am just going to watch this HP bar go down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Please sub to the NUFed if you haven't. If you want to see more awesome NU battles, stay tuned and subscribe to this channel, and let us grow, and comment, rate, and subscribe.